Investor warning. The disease will destroy stocks. I've been predicting a stock crash starting in January of 2020 and telling investors what to do.
Mark, how much are you up today, bud?
I'm up 83,000 today.
Yeah, baby.
And that's on top of 39 yesterday.
Woohoo!
35 yesterday.
Awesome, Mark. I love it, bud. Yeah, it was, I keep getting text messages from clients saying, hey, should we duck out of TLT? Hey, should we duck out of TLT? No, let's wait till we get the sheer panic, guys. The sheer panic is what we're waiting for, and we are not there yet. So awesome job, Mark. I love to hear it, buddy. So proud of you.
Awesome. Yeah. Hey, thank you. Cause I would not be in this positions if it weren't for you. I'd probably be losing money today.
I love it, Mark. Well, hey, bud, I told you we're gonna take the thrill out of the market for you, but maybe I was wrong a little bit because we're starting to get some excitement to the upside.
Yeah. Hey, I'm thrilled with this in a good way.
Awesome, Mark. And Mark, what do you know your official start date off the top of my head? I know I can look it up, but I can't do that while I'm on this computer.
I really started putting money into the program on the last week of December. I'm thinking it was December 28th. Let me look.
Okay.
December. There's December. No, that's November. December 30th really that's a Monday. That was really when I started moving. And that's when I started going in and opening the majority of my funds on this account, on this strategy.
Sure. Awesome. And so now you've profited $83,000 in about 3 months?
No, that's today.
Oh, that's today.
And 35 yesterday.
So what's the total P&L then?
I haven't put it together. It's more than that.
I love it.
It was only a little bit more. I hadn't really made a ton on it, but yeah, I mean, today and yesterday were really just the big home run days. And I did go a little heavier on the recommendation.
Okay, sure.
You had your level of recommendation and I boosted it a little bit because, I was willing to take a little bit of extra risk, but I didn't go overboard on the extra TLT puts that I bought. I just bumped it up a few.
Okay. Awesome, Mark. Well, how cool. So $83,000 today, guys, today.
Yeah, it was 100 this morning, and then the market backed off. My jaw was dropping.
Wait till next week, Mark. Wait till these tests start getting administrated, and we actually have some real data. So yeah, guys. So Jason and I were talking this morning. Look, guys, we think we're in inning 2 of the sell-off. So there's a lot more to be made. So cool, Mark. God, that's music to my ears, guys. $83,000 in a single day.
Disclaimer. Trading is risky. You can lose your entire investment. Testimonials are not average. Assume as many people who have made profits lost equally as much or more. I'm not a financial advisor. This is for your educational purposes only. Information, although believed to be accurate, may not be accurate. See full disclaimer and link below video in the description box. The bad news. The disease is airborne and can easily travel and infect 15 feet away. Children don't feel sick, but they catch it and then become super spreaders. They give it to their parents, including doctors and nurses. The parents, in turn, pass it to the elderly and even their own patients on accident. They're finding it in remote locations that had no contact with known infected. That means it's spreading from person to person in the USA right now. You should assume at least 1% of the United States already has it as of 3/14/2020, March 14th. It will double every week or less unless Americans go into isolation. When we do go into isolation, this will crush the economy. The stock crash will continue for much longer than you would likely think. We desperately need a vaccine, and it will be a gift from God to have it done by 2021. The Great Depression will make the 2008-2000 mortgage tech IPO crashes look like tiny, insignificant market crashes. We're entering a 1965 through 1980 era where if you buy stocks today, you could be losing money for the next 10 to 15 years. Many companies will crash 75% or more and not fully recover for no less than 2 years. The billionaires and insiders have been cashing out for years and are hiding out in their doomsday bunkers.
Hey, Chip, how's it going?
Good, good.
All right. Chip, what are you up today?
Oh, well, I haven't done the trade yet, so I'm waiting for all this ingenious activity you have to share with me.
Okay, cool. Very cool. So do you have shares of TLT and GDX though?
I do not.
Oh, okay.
Oh, I'm sorry, TLT. Yes, I do.
Okay. What are you up on the TLT since you got it?
Well, I have 1,600 shares, so whatever it's at right now.
Okay. So let's see here. You bought, was it Monday that you got in?
Yes.
Okay.
Monday or Tuesday. Tuesday, I believe.
Okay. So let's just see here. So 1,600.
Then put Chip 11,000 right now for today.
Yep.
Just today.
Go Tar Heels. Let's keep doing that kind of thing.
So Chip, poor Chip had been through the ringer here with all the advisories that are, super risky. Timothy Sykes, the Jason Bonds, all these people that are just trying to wreck your portfolio with, insanely risky things. Talk to Chip about how you absolutely want to own TLT and GDX this week. And yeah, Chip, that took care of your membership costs for, 5, 6, 7 years.
Yeah, I'll be glad to do it as long as we do it like this.
Heck yeah. Awesome, Chip. And Chip, you were a dentist, right? And you're in Tennessee, if I remember correctly?
North Carolina.
North Carolina. Awesome.
Charlotte.
Very cool, Chip. Awesome. So yeah, Jason does have a new secret trade alert that will be coming out here in just a minute, guys. Definitely interesting time. So, and just real quick, guys, I have the portfolios up. Okay. So while the rest of America is down, okay, literally, guys. So Chip, that's today. So you're up $11,000 today on your 1,600 shares.
Thank you.
Or 11,000. I'm sorry.
And I also have a call option on that too.
Yep.
I think 6 contracts. So that's up a little ways too.
If you can, Chip, open up your brokerage account and take a look and see how much you're up real quick. If you can. Okay. I know you're a busy guy, and I know you're kind of in and out of patients and everything all day, but we'll see how long you continue to be a dentist with this stuff. Let's see here, guys. All right. Any other questions, guys? Gosh, we have a massive crowd in already. Cool. We have more than 30 people in before we've even started, so that is certainly a record. Guys, jump in, ask questions. Okay, I see the chat box is going crazy. Let's see here.
I'm a little less than 4,000 on the call.
Okay, nice. And what is the total share appreciation?
Oh gosh, let's see.
So you should be about up 15,000 for the day.
TLT 14,288. so a little over 18,000 for the day with those two combined.
Yeah, Chip. There you go, baby. I love it. And you're not doing the risky stuff. Look, you're in the asset class you want to be in the current environment.
Right.
Awesome, Chip. Great to hear, bud.
Here's what has to happen for America to survive and how you can make money from what's coming next. The government will have to bail out everyone. It's going to cost trillions per year and at least 2 years to resolve this crisis. They must draw resources from the economy, mainly stocks, into U.S. treasuries. They do this by cutting interest rates, which makes bond values go up. And that's the Federal Reserve who will need to make that call. The 30-year Treasury, also the TLT ETF, will be your best friend in 2021 and 2022. Expect the Fed to buy treasuries and cut rates to force investors to buy U.S. Treasury products. As long as the government has to bail out consumers and companies, the Fed will have to force big money investors into government bonds. If you follow the money, you'll do fine. The big money must fund treasuries for the United States to survive. This is without question. After treasury auctions have quadrupled in size and the QE flows through the real economy, you'll start to see the dollar drop in value relative to gold for the next big play, after bonds deliver investors big gains. Gold bugs are still way early. The big money, 100%, right now is in the 30-year U.S. Treasury, and most likely until 2021 or longer.
Hey, Ernest, how's it going?
Good. How are you?
Good, Ernest. What does your P&L look like for today?
Well, I'm up 35,000. believe it or not.
Beautiful. I love it. Hey, Terry, I see your microphone's unmuted. How much are you up today?
I looked at it early this morning. I have a small account, but I think I'm up like 10, 12,000.
Nice.
After stocks crash 60%, maybe more, you'll also want to invest in these 4 ETFs poised to rocket up. XLV, the healthcare ETF, IBB, the biotech ETF, IHI, the medical devices ETF, and ONLN, the e-commerce ETF. Most other sectors will be on life support for the next 2 years minimum, while these companies all can thrive much sooner. The government will hand the healthcare, bio, and medical device companies trillions. Demand for Amazon, Alibaba, and e-commerce in general will skyrocket from a consumer demand push. After those are fully priced, I'd look at the DFEN military and defense ETF. What comes next is likely World War III against China and Russia, who are using this situation to wage economic retaliation on the USA. Their goal is to crush the dollar. We offer a daily newsletter telling you exactly how to play the markets to make the most out of the crappy time period we're entering. This includes live webinars 4 times a week at noon Eastern, where our entire group discusses the market and our current investment plan. Today's a sad day for America. I figure we have lost this current battle, and I believe we're now entering a war with China. So that's what I think is the big picture happening, an attack on the dollar, which is working. So unfortunately, we predicted this, and it's been playing out day by day. Currently, we're up between 500 to 700% on 3 call options we issued. If you have bills that you need to pay, I would sell some of those and take some profits and get some, if those are really going to be important for you in the next 90 days. But if you're well off and want to hold, that's what I'm doing with our track record. I do think that we're going to have a pullback in the TLT and a huge rally in the SPY before the next big leg down. But unfortunately, the big panic is still not here. We may have had a pretty substantial financial panic over the weekend, but in terms of the public panicking, that's yet to really unfold. So this is really based on my 12 hours plus of tracking this in China from when they started off with about 70 cases. So I've watched it unfold, collected all the videos of what happened to China, and have thoroughly studied what they had to do to survive. So I think it's foolish to think that other nations won't have to take the same steps China has taken and are still taking to survive this, what I believe is a bioweapon. So short-term prediction, look for a pop in the SPY, maybe. I would be betting on it if it wasn't so slanted to lose. In the meanwhile, the next big move after bonds get perfectly priced is likely gold. Because why? Well, if the bonds go to zero, U.S. government's going to have a very hard time if everyone sells their bonds at the same time. It would spike yields. So if you remember that warning, stock market crashes, bond market gets perfectly priced, then everybody sells at once, and that puts our bond market at risk. This will force the Fed to print and buy up all the debt at 0% interest rates. So you could totally see them wanting to do that. But if the quantity of money is going to rapidly increase, and we're talking going from 4.5 trillion balance sheet to trillions more in the short order, then that'll make the relative value of gold much more lucrative. So we have a gold miner position in our pro program, still not jumping yet, but I do think we'll see spot gold rally first and then the gold miners catch up. Now, spot gold is held by, and GLD ETF is held by a untrustworthy bank, HSBC. So I only like to buy call options on that product, GLD, while I don't mind holding the gold miners. Also, the potential run up for gold miners is greater than that of spot gold, but we still expect gold to go up first. Okay, so we are long the 320 TLT. If you do need to take some money and feel like you're not risking it all, I would sell that one and hang on to these two. And I will add to that position if we get a pullback. If not, in our pro program, remember, we are long the TLT with about 40% of our capital. So at some point we'll have to say, okay, that's enough profit. Let's not get crazy and get out. Now, potentially the Fed will just essentially lock interest rates by doing massive QE. They've talked about that. Potentially they go to negative rates. This is really a very, very bad situation that's unfolding quickly. So what's the ceiling for TLT? It just really depends on how unorthodox the Federal Reserve wants to get. And really that also relates to how low rates go over in Europe.